So if I see a rock and it's supposed to be 5,000 years old, but unfortunately it's flooded and it's washed away most of the uranium, so it makes it look like 1,000,000 years old. By believing in the flood, you actually should anticipate the age of the rock to be older than it actually is. Okay, so is that valid? Is that even? Hey, it depends on water, for goodness sakes. How incredibly accurate is this dating system? Not accurate at all, eh? So, a big problem, okay? Major problem with their dating system for that age. I look at it. So if the dating system, the magic wand of fairy tale, wallop a cam, princess kisses the frog, wave the magic wand of time, and it turns into a prince. If the time is missing and there is no strata layers and there is no millions of years, then the whole evolution theory just falls on its butt, doesn't it? It's just a load of crock. And I think, to be honest, its weakest point, most easily debated and weakest point, is its actual time. I don't believe the deserts aren't big enough. The deserts only go back to about 6,000 years. The was it 4,000 years? The coral reefs only go back to about 4,000 years. The amount of salt in the seawater only goes back a few 4,000 years. All looks close to like a flood event, strangely enough. The fact that we get buried animals all over the planet that are buried rapidly does sort of point to a rapid burial, does point to a flood. The fact that there's trees and all this coal under and strata layers. Now, strata layers are usually formed by water action. Hello, the world is covered with water except for the land, and the land has got strata layers which have been formed by water. For goodness sakes, global flood. It's so damn obvious. Things have been buried, fossilized. Things have been buried, turned into coal and oil under the pressure of the. So it's everything. The fossil record, everything. The strata layers, everything points to global flood and young Earth. Everything. There's not one single piece of evidence in evolution. I've searched, I've studied it. There's not one thing for evolution in its favour. Not even one. Every single thing they think is in their favour always falls apart. Like I love some of the skulls, the evolutionary skulls. Oh, this is the old one. This is the newer man. This is the newer man. Da da da. And then you find out, like majority of the time, not just once or twice. Oh, that Nebraska man was actually an extinct pig. It was a pig's tooth they found, and they made it into Nebraska man, and it ends up Nebraska man was actually an extinct pig's tooth. It's just ridiculous when you start studying it. Ridiculous. Everything falls apart. And the reason why evolution falls apart under scrutiny is because it's not true. As soon as you scrutinize something that's not true with enough scrutiny, it will crumble. Because it's not true. It can't be true. It doesn't stand up. It can't. If it's not true, it can't stand up to scrutiny. And that's the case with evolution. The creation, on the other hand, the more you analyze it, the more in depth you go into it, the more you realize this makes sense. It fits the evidence available to us. So again, as I said, evolutionists do not believe in God, who don't believe in God, just have not met Him, so they're just ignorant. Okay, that's all it is. That's the simplicity. I myself have had encounters with the living God and know He's living, He's real, He's the real thing. So there's 100%, for me, I know there's a creator. So the whole evolution creation is absolutely a farce, because there are creationists who already know creator is existing. It's just the evolutionists have got their head in the sand and are trying to use evolution to try to disprove the creator. Now that's dumb. It's kind of funny as well because I love debating with evolutionists when I know actually the creator is real. It's a little bit like trying to tell a little kid, um, like you talk to a little child and he doesn't believe you about something and you know it's true what you're telling them, but they won't believe you, and you have to try all these different things to try and make them believe you, but it's really funny. It's like, oh, this is getting embarrassing. So when I debate with evolutionists, it's embarrassing more than anything. I don't have to struggle too hard to find evidence for creation or that the creator is true. I already know he is. So I know I'm my if maybe if I spent actually time studying more, I'd come up with better debate and reasons to refute these evolutionists. But it's just no point for me anyway, because I already know they're not right. So Stephen Hawking, grow a friggin' brain, dude. You're supposed to be smart. It's embarrassing for me. It's embarrassing. Who's the other guy who goes on? Who wrote? There's one guy who wrote the God Delusion. He wrote a book or something, and he's apparently a famous evolutionist. Now, a famous evolutionist is the height of embarrassment. Okay, is the height of embarrassment. Not only are you believing something that's not true, but you're famous for it. Okay, now he says the God Delusion. He writes the God Delusion. Man, he must be intelligent. You are so far off base, dude. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing being you. Um, what is it? Richard Dawkins or Dork? He's a dork anyway, but Richard Dawkins or something. It's embarrassing. Okay, I actually laugh when I think about it because it's sad. Now, I debate with people who are sincere evolutionists, but it is a little bit funny. You have to give me that. It is a little bit. Imagine if you were in my shoes and I was debating evolution and you knew God was real and you're debating creation and you're like, oh my goodness, do I have to go through this? Can I be bothered? Is what you're probably going through your head. Can I be bothered? Well, I am trying to be bothered. I am trying to give you some insight. Some let's pull this evolution crap to pieces because it's really easy to pull apart and smash any little area. I'm not just talking the time thing. You can pull apart the all the skeletons they've found. You can pull apart every single thing in evolution, every single idea, all the way down to the DNA of the human, with the information already put into the genome. So where did it come from? You can't get information from nowhere. It has to be encoded. I'm a programmer. I've done programming. I can write a program. Yay, intelligence producing the code for the program. The program won't work without the code. DNA has the code put into it. Doesn't matter if you put the little jigsaw pieces together and all that. Doesn't matter about that if it doesn't have the code. Okay? The code has to have come from somewhere. We know codes are not made by random accidents. Codes are intelligently designed. We know that. You just have to read a book. Okay? So, are you really using logic when you think that non-intelligence makes intelligent things? Are you really using logic? Are you really being that sensible? No, it is embarrassing. Okay? It's embarrassing because you're being so illogical and so unreasonable, it's actually humiliating to even debate with some of yous. Okay. Anyway, hope this might change your attitude a little bit and maybe open your closed and narrow mind that there actually could possibly be a creator. Oh my god. Never thought of that. Yes, you are the closed-minded ones. Okay? Because you have not thought that you are wrong. That's the closed-mindedness of it all. I really hope you open your mind soon.